The barn walkthrough is finally here. First, let's go to the item list. You will need 8 lab ovens, 8 chemistry stations, 8 mixing tables MK2, 1 brick press, 10 beds, 28 large storage racks. This altogether totals up to $27,980. We are going to be using the barn to make crystal with an 8-step mix, which will sell for $343 per piece. In order to make crystal, we need a chemistry station to mix substances and then cook it in an oven. Make sure to follow my placements to ensure everything fits, but feel free to add your own spin. That's the crystal cooking process done. Now we need to add the mixing line, brick press, and beds. Since the release of Patch 6, you must keep beds on the same property as the assigned workers, so we are going to cram most upstairs. Since the barn has the space, I added extra shelves for less supply runs as this farm burns supplies quick. I keep the storage rack behind the mixers since the handlers can still grab them and it gives them less travel time. Here we got the brick press and the last remaining bed. These next racks will be for the handlers to supply the chemistry stations with the ingredients to make crystal. I also added 3 extra shelves for less supply runs and orders. I forgot to add this storage rack here, but this is where one goes. Now that the deployables are down, we have to add destinations and conditions to them. Open your clipboard and select all your chemistry stations and select the only recipe there. Now we need to give each one its own destination to a lab oven. Open your clipboard and select one chemistry station and give it a destination which is going to be a lab oven. There is 8 chemistry stations and 8 ovens, so make sure you give one to one. Now, since they all need to go through the mixing line, we are going to give all the ovens the same destination to a large storage rack. Now, for the mixing line, we are going to increase the threshold for all of them to 10 and give it a destination to the next mixer. This allows the chemist to add one ingredient to it and then move it to the next and add another ingredient and repeat for all 8. Follow as shown if you are confused. Now, we need to get workers in here. We need a total of 10 with a split of 6 chemists and 4 handlers, which is going to be a sign-on cost of $18,000. Now we are on to the workers section of the setup. We are going to assign all 6 chemists first, since all you have to do is give them a bed and 4 stations. Give them 4 of the same station and repeat. It is time to assign the handler his routes. This first handler is going to bring supplies to 5 out of 8 chemistry stations. The second handler is going to bring supplies to the last 3 chemistry stations and bring both the basic crystal off the rack to the first mixer. The third handler is going to start to bring supplies off the racks onto the mixers. The final handler brings the final supplies off the racks and does the brick press too. Now we have to go shopping for ingredients, and you can use whatever 8-step mix you like. Now the shelves are stocked with magic. You must stock the racks that go to the chemistry stations in this order because the handlers will go left to right and grab one stack of each. I stocked this barn with 160 batteries, 320 cuke, 160 gasoline, 160 mega beans, 160 paracetamols, 160 motor oils, 60 horse juice, 160 high-quality pseudo, 160 acid, and 160 phosphorus for a grand total of $37,120 per full restock. You will run out of crystal-making supplies, so once you spend another $3,400 on that, you will make 16 bricks for a total of $109,760. After you pay your workers their daily pay, they will get right to work. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of my guide on the best barn layout. You will turn a profit after your first cook.